Hare Krishna. So, for Gaur Purnima, we will have little discussion on Gauranga Mahaprabhu, trying to meditate and develop the mood for Gaur Purnima. So, this mission of uh, Golden Avatar, this is what we were discussing. So, first is the understanding that how the Lord, he Krishna's coming to this material world. The main reason is he want to give that raga bhav. He want to show that it is not just Aishwarya that is in Vaikunta. There is something more special that is there. So once in a day of Brahma, he comes to show that there is Goloka also, and you can come there. So for advertising that, Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma. So that's why it is like Anarpita Chirim Chira. It's a very long time it takes for Krishna to come, because it is 1,000 Divyugas. And we can see that how many number of years it has in 1,000 Divyugas. So like that. So here he is appearing, Krishna comes. So logically it should be he should come again as a devotee to explain what he wanted to exactly give. And he only comes to tell that okay, you have to practice this Raghanuga Bhakti, so that you will be able to enter into that place which I am shown. So we have discussed yesterday that many other sampradayas and everybody discuss about Krishna Leela, but they don't have entrance into Krishna Leela. They can at the best go till Dwaraka and Mathura, but they cannot enter into Vrindavan. That is only possible when through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna himself comes to as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is said that Yuga Dharma Yutam Punarnanda Sutam Dharani Suchitram Bhava Bhavochitam Tanudhyana Chitam Nijavasayutam Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram. He says Yuga Dharma Yutam. So we will see this external interreasons, but Punar Nanda Sutam. It is only Krishna again coming. So he always come two times. In every time of 1,000 days, one day of Brahma, whenever Krishna comes, immediately comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he want to tell how you can get access to it. That is the point there. And so here he is giving the first thing. He gave the instruction, he appeared, and now he is appearing as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is the sequence. Now when he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has two reasons. One is external mission and internal desire. So the external things are Jivedaya, Name Ruchi and Vaishnav Seva. So this is very easy to remember this. First is what? Jivedaya. So here we give the analogy that Advaita Acharya prayed to the Lord that please appear. So for what? To so this Jivedaya. So he wanted to show compassion. He want him to show compassion for the living entities. So that's why it is Jivedaya. And this Jivedaya is what? To give Sambandha Jnana. And we will see how they are connected to internal reason also. But first we have to remember this. So how we give Jivedaya? By giving Sambandha, relationships. So here we are written it. We have to give Sukruti to living entities. That is how we can give. They have to give simple charity to devotees and serve, help devotees, engage the soul in service. We have to engage in the service of whom? Vaishnavas. So in that way we are doing Jivedaya. And second way of doing Jivedaya is destroying faith in matter and establishing faith in God. So we have to tell this is Dukkhala Meshashvatam, and reveal the soul that the Supreme Father's greatness, Aishwarya of Krishna, should be told. What happens is people have this inertia. Inertia means Say I lived like this for 30 years, thinking that matter is everything and I have to enjoy matter. And suddenly somebody comes and tells, Arey, no, matter cannot give you pleasure. You have to try for spirit soul. Now for him, he feels, did I really waste my 30 years, 40 years, 50 years? Then it will be very difficult for him to come back. That is the reason Kaumar Acharit Prajna. You have to start early so that you don't have this problem. After doing so much, you feel that I wasted 40 years of my life. It's really a big tragedy. So that is the reason it is told that you start early so that you don't lament. And anyway, the point is that people have that inertia, like say suddenly you are going and big speed breaker comes, you are going very fast, and then it causes so much inconvenience because we are in a certain motion, suddenly you want to change it, so it causes inconvenience. Like we are told sit and then again stand, go there, again sit, again go there, sit, go there. We feel very inconvenient. Why? It is inertia is we all have this inertia. So suddenly to tell that to take to Krishna is also difficult. Anyway, but for that another thing is also needed. Swalpa punya vatan rajan vishwaso neva jayate. You need self that sukruti, and then we have to destroy faith in matter and establish. So this is the jive daya. And then name ruchi, we have to, so this is called sambandha jnana, jivedaya, and name ruchi is the process. Okay, I understood who am I, who is God, what is the matter, what is the relation between all the three, God, matter and living entity. I understood I am servant of Krishna. Then what should I do? Practice, that is called abhideya. So then chanting the holy name, for that we need to develop the taste, for we work on getting the taste for the holy name. So you have to avoid the offenses, develop humility, tolerance, respect other living entities. In that way we will develop this Trinadapisunichana, will help us to chant the holy names properly. And then comes Vaishnava Seva, which is the Prayojan, the ultimate. We serve Vaishnavas, but means we are assisting the Vaishnavas in serving Krishna. So in the spiritual world also we do the same thing. In spiritual world also living entities are assisting Krishna, serving Krishna, and we are assisting the living entities who are serving Krishna. So that is the process that should be followed. So these are the three external reasons, and how they are connected to internal reason we will discuss in the. So this, at least we will complete this. Name Ruchi is, first we should know Aishwarya, majestic, and then on reverence we understand. So Aishwarya plus Madhurya, that is deep sustainable faith will come. And only philosophy is dry speculation, only emotion is sentimentalism. So that's why we need both. We need philosophy also, emotion also, Aishwarya and Madhurya. Eventually, when we come to Raganuga Bhakti, only Aishwarya remains, but that is in a higher level. So we have to study Shastras for greatness of the Lord, study Leelas for the sweetness of Lord. So both we have to do. And then the sweetness of intimacy. So anyway, this we will not go for the story, and we will come back to our Bhagavatam, where the master of the mind. So here when Parikshit Maharaj asked, why did Rishabdev not, if mystic power arises automatically for a pure, for the pure in heart, why did Lord Rishabdev neglect them? So for those who have burnt attachment to ashes, mystic powers are naturally byproduct. So this is a very important thing to understand. And yet the Lord rejected to set standard. Even the most advanced yogi must never trust the mind. So here the example is given. A cunning hunter does not put faith in the captured animal. So mind is restless and treacherous. So if one places confidence in it, it opens door to enemies. What are the enemies? Lust, anger, greed. Even great sages like Saubhari Muni fell from perfection by trusting the mind. The vigilant advanced yogi remains eternally vigilant. So gave example of Saubhari Muni and Lord Shiva also. the strategy of the Dharma, Lord Rishabdev was the head of all kings. He adopted the behavior of a madman, not out of madness, but as a tool. Pedagogical tool means this is what they use to come out of it. So by acting blind, deaf, dumb, he taught yogis how to completely disconnect from the subtle body and ignore the external world. He remained fully absorbed in his identity as Vasudeva. Here the point is these instructions are not for common people, family people and all. It is for exclusively for who are yogis, who are completely disconnected. So that is the standard they have to reach for. And then, following the principle of total non-identification with the body, he wandered throughout plain through South India, and he placed stones in his mouth, walked naked, and uh, ceased speaking. He had no material body but acted as if he did not teach the method of giving up the mentality of identification. So, and then consumed by fire near Kuttakachala, friction between the bamboo stick ignited a wild forest fire. Lord Rishabdev allowed his apparent physical form to be consumed by the flames along with the forest, symbolizing the ultimate transcendence of material existence. So this is out of the situation, and whichever living entities they were in that forest, along with the trees, plants, every all of them they all got liberated. So that is the mm, special thing. So if he not only did this pastime, but he also delivered all the living entities who are connected to him. So just being with the Supreme Lord, they did not do anything. They just were with Supreme Lord. They all got delivered. So that is the benefit. And now what happened is, this is the problem. The deviation of King Arhat, Rishabdev's example. What is the substance? Internal realization, that is the path he wanted to set. But what happened? There is an imitation. So external copying Arhat, and then new system of Jain Dharma was formed. So this is a cheap imitation because that gives a subtle pleasure. So Puja La Pratishtha is much more pleasure giving than even the sense gratification. So King Arhat, ruler of Konka and Venka, heard of Lord's activities lacking the spiritual substance. He imitated the external symptoms. What is the result? The introduction of a new system of religion opposed to Vedas, created by a bewildered mind. So this is what exactly happened. And the influence of the age of taking advantage of Kali Yuga, the age of ignorance, people became bewildered and abandoned the risk-free Vedic principles. Giving up Varnashram Dharma, abandoned cleanliness, bathing, teeth washing, plucking out hair, and deriding Vedic authorities and Brahmanas. And this is actually what is happening in the present scenario. So the low class people introduced a system of religion that deviated from Vedic principles. So systems created by mental speculation carry heavy spiritual risks. When the illusory energy Maya overwhelmed the population, they abandoned authorized traditions for nonsensical self-made rules. So, and now we'll come to the shloka purport part. So here Prabhupada is writing that so the 10th verse says, people who are lowest among men and bewildered by illusory energy of Supreme Lord will give up the original Varnashram Dharma and its rules and regulations. They will abandon bathing 3 times daily and worshipping the Lord, abandoning cleanliness, neglecting the Supreme Lord. They will accept nonsensical principles. So then we discussed about uh, then the next verse is, this is all very low class people, due to their gross ignorance, introduce a system of religion that deviates from Vedic principles. Following their own mental concoction, they automatically fall down into the darkest region of ignorance, existence. In this connection, one may see Bhagavad Gita chapter 16, where the description of fall down of Asuras 16.16 to 23 is given. So, we will not go so far. Homework for you. In this age of Kali, people are overwhelmed by a mode of passion, ignorance. Lord Rishabh, they incarnate instances to deliver them from the clutches of Maya. But, and Lord, now we may say, Array, why did he has to do? Now because of him only some deviant philosophies came. See, Lord comes and does good, but mischievous children will always take the negative. I'll give, like we give the example. One person kept some small insects and bugs in a bottle, and then he poured alcohol, and all the living entities in the glass, they all died. Then he told, the one person is an addict, alcohol addict. He showed him, see what is happening. What did you learn from this? He said, oh, this is very good. If I drink alcohol, all the insects in my stomach will die. So that is what he understood. So now, instead of understanding that if I drink alcohol, I will also die like the insects, he is thinking, if I drink alcohol, the insects in my stomach will die. You are understanding the difference. So the point is that no matter how much you tell good people, they will only take it in a negative way. You try to explain them. And here also same thing happened. Lord Chaitanya came and gave the easiest process, and people deviated that also. They brought so many apasampradayas, whole bowl, Siki Beki, and Goranganagari, Jati Gosai, Nityadamamsi, 13 apasampradayas. And such a simple thing, Lord is coming and giving, chant and dance and take prasadam. Can anything can be more simple than this? But within that simple thing, people complicate and make it so complicated, and they brought out so many apasampradayas. So that is the tendency of living entity. So here, Rishabdev came to help the people in the age of Kali, but they are overwhelmed by mode of ignorance. So the tendency is to complicate also and deviate also. The symptoms of Kali Yuga is predicted in 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Lavanyam Keshadharanam. It is predicted how fallen souls will behave. They will keep their hairs long and consider themselves very beautiful. Or they will pluck out their hair as Jains do. They will keep themselves unclean and will not wash their mouths. Jains refer to Lord Rishabdev as their original preceptor. If such people are serious followers of Rishabdev, they must also take his instructions in the 5th chapter of this canto. Rishabdev gave his 100 sons instruction whereby they could become free from the clutches of Maya. If one actually follows Rishabdev, he will certainly be delivered from the clutches of Maya and return home back to Godhead. If one strictly follow the instructions of Rishabdev given in the 5th chapter, he will certainly be liberated. Lord Rishabdev incarnated specifically to deliver these fallen souls. This is a very nice point. If you are a Jain, then follow 5th canto, 4th and 5th chapters. So 5th canto's Rishabdev instructions. For Jains, Prabhupada gave something very practical. You are really follower, if he is your preceptor, then follow the instructions which he is giving. तस्यानुगुणान् श्लोकान् गायन्ति अहो भव सप्त द्रव्यता दीपेषु वर्षेषु अधिपुण्यम् एतत् गायन्ति यत्र जना मुरारे कर्माणि भद्राय avataramenti. Says that learned scholars chant about the transcendental qualities of Lord Rishabdev in this way. On this earthly planet contains 7 seas and many islands and lands, of which Bharatavarsha is considered the most pious. People of Bharatavarsha are accustomed to glorify the activities of Supreme Lord in his incarnation of Rishabdev and others. All these activities are very auspicious for the welfare of humanity. So for Jains, we can give this as their mantra, Pranam mantra. Like we have Pranam mantra for Rupa Goswami, Prabhupada, all our acharyas, we have Pranam mantra. So this is the Pranam mantra for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the Pranam mantra for Rishabdev. If they want to, worship him, before we do anything, we chant Prabhupada Pranam mantra. So all the Jains should chant this Pranam mantra before doing the actions. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharata Bhumita Hele Manusya Janmaya Janma Sarthakari Kara Paropakar. As stated in this verse, Bharatavarsha is the most pious land. The followers of Vedic literature understand the Supreme Lord in different incarnations and they are privileged to glorify the Lord by following the directions of Vedic literature. After realizing the glories of human life, such people should take up the mission to spread the importance of human life throughout the whole world. This is mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The word Adi Punyam indicates that there are certainly many other pious men throughout the world, but people of Bharatavarsha are even more pious. Therefore, they are fit to spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world for the benefit of all human society. Srila Madhvacharya also recognizes the land of Bharatavarsha. Visheshat Bharate Punyam. Throughout the world, there is no question of Bhagavad Bhakti or devotion, but the people of Bharatavarsha can easily understand the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, every inhabitant of Bharatavarsha can perfect his life by discharging Bhagavad Bhakti and then preaching this cult throughout the world for the benefit of everyone. So, such a nice purport. Aho nu vamsho vyasasa vyadhata paripriya vrato yatra puman purana kritavatara purushasya adya charara dharmam yadar akarma hetum. Oh, what shall I say of the dynasty of Priyavrat, which is pure and very much celebrated? In the dynasty, the Supreme Lord descended as an incarnation and executed religious principles that could free one from results of fruitive activity. So, Priyavrat is so great that Lord is appearing in his dynasty, his great grandson, his son Agnidhara, Nabhi, and Rishabdev. So, father, grandfather, great grandfather. So, great grandson is Lord only for Priyavrat Maharaj. There are many dynasties in human society wherein the Supreme Lord descended as incarnation. Lord Krishna appeared in Yadu dynasty, Lord Chamchandra in Ikshvaku, Raghu dynasty, Lord Rishabdev in King Priyavrat. All these dynasties are very famous, and of them the dynasty of Priyavrat is most famous. So because Lord is appearing. And their glories are sung for many millennia. So after, you see, this is happening in Swayambhu Manvantara and we are in Vaivasvat Manvantara. 7 Manvantaras still the glories are happening. So this is a very special personalities. Konyasya kashtham aparonu gacchen manoratenapya abhavasya yogi yo yoga maya spruhta udastad ha asta yayena krita prayatna. Why is that mystic yogi who can follow the example of Rishabdev even with his mind? Lord Rishabdev rejected all kinds of yogic perfections which other yogis hanker to attain. Who is that yogi who can compare to Lord Rishabdev? So these are all pranam mantras for Rishabdev. So Prabhupada is writing all the things. He says the yogic perfection, anima, lagima, mahima, prakamya, prapti, ishitva, vashitva, and kamava shayita. All this na, and extra also are given in the 12th canto. If somebody want to know what all the and what all the effects and what will happen, it is all given there. However, never aspired for all these material things. Such siddhis are presented by illusory energy of Lord. The real purpose of yoga system is to achieve the favor and shelter of the lotus feet of Lord. But this, by this purpose is covered by illusory energy of yoga maya. So-called yogis are therefore eluded by superficial material perfection of anima, lagima, prapti. Consequently, ordinary yogis cannot be compared to Rishabdev. So that is the... And further says, Sukadeva Goswami continued, Rishabdev is the master of all Vedic knowledge. Human beings, demigods, cows and brahmanas. I have already explained his pure transcendental activity which will vanquish the sinful activities of all living entities. This narration of Rishabdev's pastime is the reservoir of all auspicious things. However, whoever attentively hears us speaks of them, following in the footsteps of Acharyas, will certainly attain unalloyed devotional service to the lotus feet of Lord, Supreme Lord. So I congratulate all of you. You all heard it. So by the mercy, you should also get. So this is the Palastuti. What is the benefit we get? So Prabhupada is writing, this is the recommendation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One should either chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra or read Bhagavatam and thereby try to understand the characteristics and instructions of Supreme Lord. So we discussed that also. We should know both Aishwarya and Madhurya by reading scriptures. And the devotees always bathe themselves in devotional service in order to be relieved from the various tribulations of material existence. By doing this, the devotee enjoys supreme bliss and liberation personified comes to serve them. Nonetheless, they do not accept that service even if it is offered by the Supreme Lord. For the devotees, liberation is very unimportant because having attained the Lord's transcendental loving service, they have attained everything desirable and have transcended all material desires. So this is the important thing, that we hear about Lord, we get free from this. So we'll just see the purport once. We'll just read this translation and then go. Sukadeva Goswami continued, my dear king, the Supreme Lord Mukunda is actually maintainer of all members of Pandava and Yadu dynasty. He is your spiritual master, worshipable deity, friend and director of your activities. To say nothing of this, he serves your family as a messenger or servant. This means he works just as ordinary servant do. Those engaged in getting the Lord's favor attain liberation from the Lord very easily, but this does not easily give the opportunity to render direct service unto him. So here he is trying to encourage, because as Parikshit Maharaj is thinking, Lord appeared in the dynasty of Priyavrata and he appeared in the dynasty of Uttanapada also as King Prithu, and Lord Ramchandra in Ikshvaku dynasty, and Krishna appeared in Yadu dynasty, but in our dynasty Lord did not appear. So here Sukadeva Goswami is encouraging, no, although Krishna did not appear in your dynasty, but he is so obliged to the Pandavas' devotion that he acted as the maintainer, and he did all the actions for him. So the Pandavas' devotional service sometimes acted as their messenger, guide, and so many things. So therefore Parikshit should not feel saddened. So Mukti Dadati Karhit Samana Bhakti Yogam, because Lord gives mukti but he does not give bhakti, because if bhakti gives, he will have to serve the devotees. So that's what he is encouraging. And then he says that the Supreme Lord Rishabdev was fully aware of his true identity, therefore he was self-sufficient and did not desire external gratification. There was no need for him to aspire for success, since he was complete in himself. Those who unnecessarily engage in bodily conception and create an atmosphere of materialism are always ignorant of their real self-interest. Out of His causeless mercy, Lord Rishabdev taught this self's real identity, the goal of life. We therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto Lord who appeared as Rishabdev. So this is the summary of. I will just share the PPT with you. Just last time you can remember. So here learned scholars celebrate this land about all other. It is here the Supreme Lord incarnated. Oh, this earth planet contains 7 seas, of which Bharatavarsha is considered most pious. So, a pure and celebrated lineage. The Supreme Lord is appearing in the Priyavrat dynasty. Supreme Lord appeared here to execute religious principles that free the living entities from karma. So the purpose of this dynasty was not power, but the demonstration of liberation. So who is the yogi who can compare to Lord Rishabdev? So other yogis, they get attracted to the mystic powers, but not Rishabdev. So other yogis struggle to attain perfection. Rishabdev possesses all perfection, natural, rejected them. He is the master of all Vedic knowledge. So this narration is a reservoir of all auspicious things. Simply by attentively hearing or speaking of these pastimes, one vanquishes sinful activities and attain unalloyed devotion to Vasudeva. And devotees bathe in the bliss of service. Even when mukti offered to serve them, they refuse. So here Mukti Devi is standing with a crown and diamond. Devotee is worshipping the Lord. He is not interested in mukti. Having attained the Lord's loving service, the devotee has attained everything. Liberation is considered unimportant compared to the relationships. And the last thing is that the Supreme Lord is not just a distant deity. He becomes a friend, director, and even the servant of his devotees. So Lord appeared, Rishabdev appeared to teach us our real identity, so we could return to this intimacy. He grants liberation easy, but direct service is the rarest gift of all. So we'll just read the last purport and then we will end. So here he says that this is the summary of this chapter, in which the activities of Lord Rishabdev are described. Being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Rishabdev is complete in himself. We living entities, as part and parcel of Supreme Lord, should follow the instructions of Rishabdev and become self-sufficient. We should not create unnecessary demands due to bodily conception. When one is self-realized, he is sufficiently satisfied due to being situated in his original spiritual position. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. So this is the goal of all living entities. Even though one may be situated within this material world, he can become fully satisfied and devoid of hankering and lamentation simply by following the instructions of the Lord set forth in Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada writing, satisfaction through self-realization is called Swarupananda. Conditioned souls eternally sleeps in darkness, does not understand his self-interest. He simply tries to become happy by making material adjustment, but this is impossible. Very nice point. We are always trying to be happy to making material adjustments, but this is impossible. It is therefore said in Bhagavatam, Nate vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. Due to gross ignorance, the conditioned soul does not know that his real self-interest to take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Try to become happy by adjusting material atmosphere is useless endeavor. Indeed, it is impossible. And I also understood some adjustments I was making, and one after another, something or other will come. So, by his personal behavior instructions, Lord Rishabdev enlightened the conditioned souls and showed how to become self-sufficient in his spiritual identity. Thank you all very much. Any questions, comments? From this chapter. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. This is not a question. Actually, I just wanted to ask you something about those illustrated pages. Na? there's an animal in the cage. It implies that we should not let mind. We should keep mind in the control, not be vigilant. So that animal should be a predator or something. Na? The
Yeah.
deer is shown. So deer does not impose any threat to us.
No, no, it is
Animal in
talking
the
about a
cage.
cunning hunter. Hunter will
Yeah,
not
yeah.
let it go.
Cunning hunter. He should be afraid of
So,
a tiger or
yeah,
a
so,
lion.
uh, no, otherwise also animal will escape. So, it is talking about how hunter is vigilant about it, whatever he is catch. Similarly, we should be vigilant of mind. We will never capture animals, even it is
And the
predator
senses
or
will go
normal
here
animals
and
also.
there.
We don't.
Acha, it's like
So
senses, and
we
deer is
don't
like a
capture
sense.
even
Okay. Oh,
senses and mind.
okay, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, thank you.
Any other questions? Comment? Shakti Mataji, you had some question? Okay, yesterday's topic I didn't complete, but I will take some other time about from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I will show that I didn't make notes for it. I thought I'll make notes and show. So anything related to this topic, I will share the PPT in the group. I will post it in the group. Apart from that, any other?
Nothing,
Yes.
Prabhu. That yesterday I was asking that question only. No, that only I wanted to know.
I will clarify it, Mataji.
Okay,
Just
Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Dhanvat.
Prabhuji, you said Krishna is appearing in one day of Brahma, and Mahaprabhu is appearing in the successive Kali Yuga, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. It
That
every
means he
time
is also
happens.
appearing once in one Kalpa, like it's like that, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes, yes,
So we
yes.
are all very, 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 very fortunate.
Yeah,
to be in
and
this.
after that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared immediately. People got misunderstood and they didn't know it if you are born any other time. And then after that Prabhupada should appear, and after that we came. So
Ah,
then it became easy for us to practice. Otherwise there is no institute or anything. Then it
ah,
becomes very difficult. So we are
okay.
fortunate in the sense we came in Prabhupada's moment.
Okay. So every time, Prabhuji, in this Vaivasvatra Manvantra, Krishna appears and Mahaprabhu appears. It is like that, Prabhuji. In every day of Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Can you hear me,
yes, yes.
can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Within this Vaivasvat mantra, in Vaivasvat
Prabhuji, I couldn't hear your voice. 1 minute. Hare Krishna.
mantra also 71 Divyugas will be there. In the 24, that is 28, that is what we are now. So that is
Prabhuji,
also
sorry, I
like,
lost the voice. Prabhuji, can you please?
you are able to hear now?
Now, okay, Prabhuji, please repeat.
Huh.
Hello.
So that also in 28th cycle of this. Oh no, I'm sorry, I did a mistake. Just give a second.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
So it is also in 28th millennium. Out of 30, 71 Divyugas, 28th Divyuga only he will come. Of the 7th Manvantara of this cycle. So such a coincidence for us. We are so fortunate that we are
Yeah.
born, and that too after Prabhupada is much more easy for us to get this access. So not
Yes.
many will get this access.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, I just want to confirm that. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, wonderful class, Prabhuji. Wonderful.
No, no. So, yes, Deepti Mataji,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Dandavat
Deepa
Pranam.
Mataji. Yes,
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, so it is not 28th Chaturyuga of the 1000 Divya Yugas. Is it 28th Chaturyuga of the
Vaivasvata Manvantara.
Vaivasvata Manu? which is the sixth manvantara, right? Or seventh
And
manvantara.
that seventh manvantara in after 51 years of Brahma, in that particular month, particular day, in that particular then that seventh manvantara and 28th. So
So which,
even the age
so
of
which
Brahma
means
is also like
6 into 71 have already passed, plus 27 have passed, right?
uh,
The
so
Chaturyugas.
every day of Brahma, Lord is coming. So every time, that means 51 years Brahma passed. That means how many days happened. So that many times
Hmm.
Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came.
Hmm. Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, that was my question, because until now I was thinking it was the 28th Chaturyuga of the 1000, because that's what I heard somewhere.
No, no. That means 6 into 71 are already passed.
6 into 71 plus 27 have passed. In the 28th one, in the
It,
Dwapara Yuga,
yes.
Krishna is coming, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Not 51 times, 51 years of Brahma. That means into 12 months, into 30 days. So that many times Krishna appeared. Like that means every day. So many days of Brahma passed. Thank you all very much. Kurantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai, Gaur Purnima ki jai. Hare Krishna.